Right. So finally live. Well, to get you. Give me a second, guys, and I'll do the greetings and everything as soon as some people on here. Yo, bad throat. Good afternoon to our viewer. What's up? Thank you for checking in. Front screen will come off soon. We're talking about a couple of topics today in regards to actually streaming and what happens in the background. Sorry I'm making you guys wait so long. It's just so much stuff I had to do in the background. I'm not quite ready yet. Yes, meneer. What's up, man? It's Stefan Gous. So much happening in the background. All the stuff I still need to get ready. I'm getting to everything, guys. Working hard on transitioning into doing logos as well, so we can help out some clans. Get them a cheaper price for logo designs that will look professional and unique to their clan. Busy with one for Victrix Mortales now. They are happy with once it does come through. Oh, and by the way, I'm actually working on an intro for the episodes. So we might start a new series in about a week from now. That will restart or reboot our series, so to speak, with a proper intro in the beginning. Means I'm gonna have to delete all the old episodes, but yeah, we'll start the whole series from scratch with a proper intro, with a lot more to talk about. I don't want to restart it right now. I'll keep the intro, keep the episodes going as they are now, but what I want to do eventually is obviously get the proper webcam, and then we'll have a better look on it as well. Then we can reboot the series, do some more things, implement some animated overlays and all that stuff. It's nice to be here with you guys. I haven't done a lot in the last couple of days. It feels like I haven't made an episode in ages. The last one was on Friday. I didn't get to any episodes yesterday. Got through all my streaming last night. Even Sunday I started streaming at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We ended up ending the last game at just after 10 o'clock. So it has been good. Vincent Wanza has liked. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Let me just see if I can get this way to the top. There we go. But it's very light, so we won't actually see the names properly until it goes down and the front picture comes off. But it's fine. I'm going to leave it there for now. Just leave it for a second. So our topics for today, ones I really want to talk about, and I will be taking the front picture off now so you guys can see me. And we have in the background as well. Like I say, almost didn't even get to this episode, but I wanted to be least try to be on time, close to the time as humanly possible, doing our episodes at 12 o'clock. So the topics we want to talk about is actually very important with regards to the way we roll out these episodes, what we do in the background. So I explain to you guys, especially the ones that are wanting to get into this a bit more. So our topics will be consistency, support, goals. That's, as you can't see that, guys, it's Daniel Young last night sending us 50 stars. It is Brendan Lee, our latest follower. You guys are absolutely amazing. You've gotten us up to, let me actually check it here, how far you've gotten us this stage. I saw the, I'll probably have to view it as a visitor again. Now I can't because new tools to set up for some reason. It's fun. We just over 2,600, almost on 2,700 followers. Getting there slowly but surely. Really working hard, getting to that 5,000 follower mark so we can get more guys watching your gameplays, more guys supporting the stream. The more viewers we have, obviously, the better. It is on YouTube and Twitch as well, as you guys can see. Some of you guys are watching on YouTube and Twitch as well. Really appreciate that. Planning on from next week doing much longer streams. I'll be doing my episodes in the morning, the motivational episode in the mornings. 12 o'clock will be the afternoon episode, but in between, from 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock, I will be streaming live gaming, and then from 1 o'clock again up to 5 o'clock, I'll be streaming live gaming again, and then we are getting into all our usual streams or castings for the evening. So right, let's get into it. Let me take this front picture off so you guys can see me. Made a little bit of a new look on the frame. I actually quite like how it came out. Just a quickly, something that I put together. So hello guys, welcome. Thank you for checking in. As I said, our topics for today: consistency, support, goals. Those three things that I really want to talk about. Consistency, first of all, is a very important topic for me to talk about, especially because as you guys have seen the last couple of days, I haven't been posting as much as I usually do, especially going through episodes. And we missed an episode entirely yesterday. Vincent Mwanza, I got your link from Stefan, and you guys are doing a great job, and may God bless you more and more. Thank you so much, Vincent. It means a lot, man. Hope you check in with us. Check in the motivational episodes in the mornings. Like I say, so the consistency is very important. If you want to build a career out of streaming, if you want to succeed in reaching that goal of being a streamer or a caster or whatever it is that you want to do on this platform, it is very important to be consistent. And I've been showing you guys the last couple of days what it takes or what happens when you are not consistent. And I've been seeing it myself. I've missed a couple of days doing episodes, and the guys have been messaging me on WhatsApp saying, "Hey, when are you live again? We really want to see your episode." So that means a lot to me. That I took as a challenge or as an experiment, not doing consistent episodes, not doing consistent streams. I wanted to see if the feedback actually comes from it, and the guys are saying, "Look, but we want it. We want to see more." And that was the initial idea behind it. So I have seen it. I have seen your feedback. You guys have come through, messaged me saying, "Episodes, we really want to watch it." So that inspires me once again to make more. So the consistency needs to be there if you want to do this on a permanent basis. So you got to work out your schedule, what you want to do, what works for you, so that you can be as consistent as possible. Because remember, a lot of guys will see a streamer and know that Mondays to Fridays he's streaming from 8 till 5, and Saturdays and Sundays he's on from 8 till 12, for instance, right? Just giving random examples of times. So they will go in on those times and expect to see their favorite streamer or their favorite caster doing games and being there for their entertainment. So for me, I'm very blessed. And in case you guys are wondering about the hat, because I'm just noticing now, yes, I do wear it in most of my streams. Thank you, Mr. Boomslang. Thank you, Mortal Chaos. I should have the buff on as well, because I received a buff from Furry Fighters over the weekend. My wife and myself received beautiful buffs from Stefan. Looks awesome, man. I love it. But yeah, for the purposes of this video, my hair just looks messy, so I thought the hat's better. So anyway, I've been quite blessed with regards to the castings and the commenting on most of these games. PPL, TXV, RCF, what else have we got? The 8 versus 8, the UHSL, our Unsung Heroes Solo League. Been very blessed in getting consistent streams on that every single day that I have something to stream. Sundays we have Cock Markers, we have The Purge. My son is here. He's finished his bath, so he wants to check in as well. Say hello. Hello. Wave, say hello. Doesn't want to say hello. Now he's shy because he sees himself on the screen. Hey, my boy. Hey. And he's working, man. Hey. Yes, so like I'm saying, I've been very blessed that every single evening I have something to do. I've got streams. There's literally not one night that I have the off day. Brendan Lee, thank you for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. So I've booked myself dead for every single evening. And that's the way I like it, because that works for me. This is my passion. This is what I want to do for as long as I can do it. And it works for me to have every night fully booked. It works for wifey as well. She has time to herself. And then afterwards, we spend some time together. Beforehand, we spend some time together. So she gets some time as well to do her stuff. So that works out for us. It works out for the kids. By the time I start streaming in the evenings, it's time for them to go to the room or go to bed. And if it's on the weekends and they go and play, they play around here in the back. No, it doesn't bother us that much on the streams. They don't bother me on the streams. My son checking in, but yeah, he doesn't bother me at all. So you got to work out what is your consistency, what will work best for you to be as consistent as possible, to make sure that you are doing what you love doing for as long as you can be doing it. And my plan is, and I took it over the last couple of weeks, like, what am I doing? When am I streaming? When am I not streaming? So it ended up being a case of almost doing that experiment of not doing things for a certain day and seeing if I get feedback, seeing if I get the guys asking me, where's your stream? What's happening? So, and that happened. So over the weekend already, I started getting messages. And then yesterday, once again, I didn't do any episodes. I just did the castings for last night. And then I still got messages like, when are you live again? And I love that. I loved hearing that, you know, some guys want to see it. They want to be on it and see what we are talking about. So my plan now is that I want to finish all the background stuff that I have to do, and there's still a lot. So I'm probably not going to get through it this week, but I'm going to try so that from next week, Monday, I can be streaming from the morning at 8 o'clock until the afternoon at 5 o'clock with my episodes in between. And then I want to do the usual streams from 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock as we have them with all the leagues that we are doing, all the scrims, the fun rooms, everything. That I want to be consistent on, that we have that constant flow of entertainment and what's the word I'm looking for? Content that gets posted on all the pages in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And if there's more gaming platforms that you guys want to watch on, let me know. I'll add them to my list. We were very, very blessed to get the Prime subscription for Streamlabs, so I'm able to stream to all these different locations. We have received a PC as donation, which has helped us quite a bit, but I haven't set it up yet completely. You guys still need to see me on the camera for my episodes, obviously, and the PC doesn't have a camera. I don't have a webcam. I can't get the software working that is supposed to turn my normal camera into a webcam. I can't get that sorted yet. Unless I use my phone's camera and still use the cable to plug into the laptop or the PC. and then stream that way. But besides that, the PC is very good. It's a i5. It's very entry level for what we want to do with the streams. But at least we can upgrade from there. At least we have a box and a base to work on and upgrade from. And with more consistency, you will see that you will get more work. And I'm saying work because for me it's not work. For me it's something I have a passion for. I love doing this. I never ever have to wake up in the morning and feel, oh, ek is nie lus vir vandag nie. I'm not in the mood for this day. Can it just be over? I don't feel like that anymore. I wake up and I'm like, I need to go and sit in front of the PC, start creating art, start creating logos, start creating stuff for the streams for tonight. And I want to constantly work on that as well. And that is another thing with the consistency is one of the companies I worked for a couple of years ago, they had a principle that they called CANI, constant and never-ending improvement. So CANI, the CANI principle. And it actually, it makes a lot of sense because when I'm doing something like this, today I might have a certain art piece for my 8 versus 8. The front screen that shows all the teams and the point system and everything that is playing with a logo for the scrim, and that might work for tonight. But then while I'm streaming and while I have the top, I have that line, because if you put your phone onto the screen that you want to stream for, then the screen is this size, but then on top and at the bottom there's those 2 black lines that I have to cover with the art that I create for the top and the bottom. That usually has, like you see at the bottom here, our stars and our followers and everything on top of it overlaid. And I want to do something different with that, so I decided that soon I'm going to be moving the screen up and have the big black part at the bottom and use that as the big art piece that I want to put at the bottom. And everyone knows what the stars are, so just put a little picture of a star there with a name that pops up, not scrolling, but just the name that pops up in full format to show who's the latest star sender, who's the latest follower, who's the top cheerer, who's the latest PayPal sender, because we have the PayPal details there as well. And we have received some donations on PayPal. And the only way that you're going to get to your goals, because obviously doing this as a streamer, you are absolutely dependent on the donations, on the support from the community out there that are coming in, watching your streams, sending out stars and PayPal donations and whatever else kind of format of donations that is out there. I mean, we accept Bitcoin as well if you have them. But you start picking up that the more consistent you are, the more of those stars and followers and donations you're going to get. And that's going to get you to your goal of being able to pay your rent or buying food for your house. Not living a luxury life and buying an M4. I mean, that's or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. That's just going over the top. You can get there. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying that should not be the focus when you're doing this. The focus should not be the money. You do need to make money through it because you're doing this on a permanent basis and you don't have any other career to fall back on, but it shouldn't be your main focus. Your main focus should be the entertainment of the crowd out there. That is how you're going to pick up the followers. That is how you're going to get the guys to actually interact with you on your streams and be more consistent. Meaning your viewers being more consistent, because you want the guys to come back for the next stream. You want them to see all the games that you are streaming, all the episodes that you are making, if in case you are making episodes through this. That is where the consistency breeds more consistency from the other side of the screen as well. So the next topic that we want to move to is obviously the support. So with the support comes, you need the guys to come and support you. You need them. You need like a little donation box at the bottom that says how much you still need. And I don't even have that yet. I'm still working on exactly the layout I want for my streams. But if you have something like that, put your goal on there and say, for this month, put November goal and say, like my goal at this stage is about, I'd say about 55,000 stars, right? So if you do have stars, put that as a goal. If you have PayPal, put that as a goal. But my goal at this stage is 55,000 stars. And we have reached about 36,000 for now. So we're still about 19,000 away from actually reaching our goal. Last night I said 18,000 or something. The day before I said 15,000 because I kept on forgetting what the actual amount was. But I went and looked at it last night after all the streams and everything. And the goal is about 55,000 when we're standing on 36,000. So we still need about 19,000 stars to actually reach our goal for November. And if we don't, then it's a bummer, but you carry on the next month. So the 1st of December, it starts again. You start from scratch with that 50,000 stars goal. And then as soon as you reach that on a consistent basis, then push up your goal. Don't stay flat in one place. You need to stay consistent, but it doesn't mean you need to stay what is the word I'm looking for? If you stagnate, it doesn't mean that you have to stay there. Don't stagnate and stay flat and say 50,000 or 20,000 or whatever stars every month. That is my limit. That's what I want to reach. And then you just go for that. And once it comes more consistent, then you're like, oh, I got over this and I got over this every month. So push your goal up, make your goal higher. Make sure that you consistently change, constant and never-ending improvement. The Carney principle. Bring that into everything of your life if you have to, but we're obviously just talking about the streaming and the consistency and the improvement of it. So the support is very important. It is important to have guys on your stream that are going to share the link to everyone they know, so that they know, or you know at least, that your viewers are engaging in such a way that they want more people to come and watch it. They want more people to get pulled from whatever they're doing or whatever they're watching at that moment and come to you and actually watch your streams. And that is how you grow it. And we actually working on a system now where a very good friend of ours, and he's an awesome man. I'm not gonna mention you by name now, Luan, but he's working on bringing almost like a raid system in. And I know there's raid features on a lot of these streaming services, but he's working on doing the raids himself wherever he can, like bringing guys over to come and watch the stream from wherever they're watching. Just come and watch this stream. This is where the excitement lies. And come on, guys, I'm going for one of the best out there. That is what I'm aiming for. Oh. Are you wet? What happened? You opened the shower? Or in the bath? I think he just took a dive in the bath. Says he's taking, or is going to take a bath now. I think he just took a dive in the bath. Anyway, sorry guys. So I'm working on being one of the best out there. Really working hard on it. I can be working harder. I can actually work harder than this, and I should. And I promise you guys that I will. I just got so much happening in the background that I really want to get to that place where I can focus on the streaming only, and the rest of the stuff in the background is done. If I have any other logos to make, I can sit on a Saturday and do that, and on a Sunday. During the week, take an hour every day and do work on some logos. And that is the thing as well. You can't expect the support if you're not doing anything about it. So I'm expecting the support because I stream every single day. I have as much on my plate as I can handle, and I always take on more. If someone says, please come and stream, I'm there. As long as I have that time open, I'm there. But you have to, like I say, completely, you have to constantly improve yourself. Just looking for a pen or something. Show you guys what I'm talking about exactly. Find a paper, but I can't find a pen. Okay. No, that's fine. Anyway, I have to explain it by hand. So I have this much, but I'm doing other stuff to try and get the support in from other avenues, to try and upgrade myself in such a way that we can be the best and can get this recognized out there. To get into the big leagues is where I really want to be. To those big things that are international leagues that we have thousands of viewers at once. That is where I want to be. So if you're not going to do anything about it, you're just going to stay, if you're going to stagnate in the place where you are and just streaming this, and you keep just on this, you're not taking on more. You're not being more consistent with actually streaming as much as you can, and not doing spending every single second of every single day inside your passion, if obviously this is streaming that we're talking about, but then you're not going to get to those main goals. You're not going to get the support because you're not doing anything about the support. So what I'm doing is obviously the biltong I've shown you guys, and guys, wait, let me see if I can find that picture, because I sent it out this morning. The very first picture of the very first batch of biltong after we fixed the recipe and got everything working the way it's supposed to. See if I can download that picture and show you guys quickly what it looks like, because a lot of you have seen it on my status, but I'm sure some people have not. So that's still loading. I'm doing that to start getting the money in to upgrade the streaming equipment. That's what the biltong is for. So right now I bought 660 Rand worth of meat. That's 6 kilos of A grade biltong meat. Apparently that's not the best meat for biltong, but apparently C grade meat is the best, but whatever. No, well, not it, whatever. I mean, I just did it this once, but this is the meat that I always bought for the recipes as well, and it tastes really good when it comes out in biltong, when you do the recipe right. So in future, obviously, I will buy the best meat out there. Sorry, I had to make coffee for my boss. No problem, Stefan. In future, we will be buying the best meat that we possibly can for our biltong, because we want the top grade, what we can supply here in Boksburg. So right now it was 660, it was 6 kilos of rump steak that I made into biltong. And as soon as we can sell this, which is something we obviously can sell, make up little packets or do whatever we can to sell it. And once that gets sold, then the money from that going right back into buying more meat than the first time and actually filling up that case. Because right now I've just got the top section, and here are the photos. I'm just trying to down. I've just got the top section. That is the one picture. Find the one. Show you guys what I was working with. Thank you, Westpac, for your awesome plastic containers. Yeah, let's leave the other one. This one is really, it's my whole screen over. So this is what we have. As you can see on the side there, that's only the top part of my case. My case is about the height that I am. It's about as tall as me, and that is only the top section, the very top row that I hung a couple of pieces in there. That in total is 660 Rand worth of meat. It's a liter of Worcestershire and just my spice. So that the front pieces will be chili. Pieces just behind them are normal barbecue flavor, and all the ones in the back are plain biltong, just coriander, salt, that kind of biltong spice. So if you look below this, then there's rows of pins to hang them on, little poles. So there's 3 more rows below it that can actually be hung on. So it's actually 5. So it can go quite far down. We can hang quite a lot of biltong. And we just started with this. Excuse me. I just started with this as a very base after I got the recipe working. That biltong case actually cost me quite a lot to build as well in the beginning. But it's an investment. So that's something that I invested in to at least make money from as well, to help my streaming and upgrade my equipment and, buy the day-to-day stuff. Hey, Valdu, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Yeah, Mr. D's Nuts. Officially Mr. 616 D's Nuts. And the other things that I'm doing for the support especially is we have those fundraiser rooms that the guys are very interested in. We've secured a tablet now that we want to give away on the solo rooms on Saturday as well. If we get a full room, we are giving away a tablet to the winner. So that's a new feature that we want to bring in. The squad matches will still be there. and the winners of those squad matches take away half of all the money raised. So that is to help us as the streamers at least upgrade the equipment, and it is helping the winners as well, just buying in 200 Rand for the room and then winning possibly like half of 5,000 Rand, 2,500 Rand that they can win if that room gets filled up. So that's amazing. And that is the support that we're getting, is the guys are actually coming out. They've been to a couple of these matches. They know they receive their money. They know there's no scam behind it. So they keep registering for the next one. And we keep getting a little bit by little bit in for the streaming equipment, because it is expensive. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If you want the support, then speak to your fellow streamers as well. And that is another point of support, is if you are streaming, if you are having trouble with what you are doing, speak to me. Speak to Psycho from Screw Ups. And, the guys are always here. And they are always available and willing to help you with whatever you need for your setups, the way you need to set it up, the way you need to change your audio settings, or what art you can put on it, what you cannot. I mean, even just normal questions about it. If you need some stuff to do as well as a streamer, let me know. My number is always on the page. I keep saying this to you guys. Get in contact with me. I'm more than willing to help you. So the support is definitely there. And to build up more support, like I say, the stars is one place we get support from. The guys watching on YouTube and Twitch, they have the option of PayPal donations that are also supporting us very, very well. That helps us a lot. And then doing more gameplay, more streaming, getting the guys engaged, talking to you guys. That is where you get the support from as well. And if you're not going to do that, then you're not going to reach the place where you want to go with your streaming. You're not going to reach the place to make a career out of it. And we are constantly improving on doing more and doing more interesting things for your streams, because there are so much more that we can do. We're doing the Purge League, and that is a Orion Gaming thing that was started by the guys from Easy Company, and we have been working with them in collaboration with Screw Ups and Easy Company as part of Orion Gaming to do that and make it more interesting, try and get more prizes for you guys, trying to look for the sponsors out there, working really hard to get the support for the gamers as well. Because you don't want to play in something that you're just going to say, hey, pat on the back, well done. Because you also deserve something for how well you're playing it. And we are trying to get the guys into the big leagues, into the international leagues. It's a big focus for us. I'm trying to get interviews. I've had one interview with a magazine a while ago that I was featured with Skulder Gaming, and that was for our streaming. And then a couple of the other guys were featured, like Vegeta and a couple of ladies as well, for their gameplay. Just a nice online gaming magazine that we were featured in, and we're working on another one. And I'm still working on those radio interviews I promised you guys from the very first episode when we started doing this. I'm still going to get those radio interviews. We're going to put the stories out there. We're going to get the support out there, most definitely. And that is where the support will get consistent, if you keep on being consistent and keep on being consistent with your improvement as well. And I was talking about this earlier, that you make this art for today. It works for today, but then you realize, at the bottom I have this. Maybe I can do this a little bit different. And then you ask other people as well, like ask them what works that they see on the screen, and don't take everyone's word for it, because there's going to be a lot of conflicting stories out there about what they actually like seeing on your stream. But work with what works best for you. Take in all the advice. Work on something that works for you, that looks the way you want it to look, and that looks professional and beautiful on the back of your screen, and then put it on and start streaming that way. And that is, and then keep on improving on that, because you can never be perfect on the streaming, or you can never be perfect on your art. I mean, it looks perfect, but there's always something that you realize afterwards, I could have done this differently. So it's not about perfection. It's about the different views that you can have when looking at it. So that would definitely be the support portion of it done. As long as you get the support, there will be support from our side as well. If you guys need to talk to me, my number is always on there. I am more than willing to support, help, talk to you, whatever the case may be. So the last topic I want to talk about is the goals, because we have touched upon it in all the other subjects or the topics that we have talked about. But once you reach that consistency and you have the support in the background, or you realize that you have the support in the background, then don't forget your goals and always improve your goals, because your goals are never going to stay the same. And we said that this in the motivational episode as well, is don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done, but don't ever be done. Because my goal, like I said, is 55,000 stars per month. That literally, as a streamer that does this as a career, that is just to pay the rent of the place where I'm staying, is 55,000 stars a month. Then I can pay my rent. Then I still have to buy groceries. I still have to look after my kids, send them to school, all that kind of stuff. But that I can work in other avenues. The other avenues can even some months pay for the rent, and the stars, if they get more than that, can sometimes go over and pay for the other stuff. So you have to have those goals from every part. My goal for the biltong, for instance. Okay, so my Facebook streaming, my game streaming and casting and everything that I do every night, every day, that month to month, the goal is 55,000 stars. If I get more than that, I'll be so freaking happy if I get more than that, because that's extra. But the 55,000 is the goal. That is the minimum amount that I can make every month to at least pay the rent. Now, the goal for the biltong is that right now the case is not full. It's a little section on the top of the case that has been filled up with biltong. I think if we did 6 kilograms now, the case can probably take about 50 kilograms worth of meat. So the goal with that is to fill up the whole case before we constantly selling and getting customers that are constantly buying from us. So for instance, we can have a regular customer at a shop that buys everything for a week, and then we have one case full that I can prep for a week, and then end of that week I can sell it to him. He sells it in his shop for his markup or whatever the case may be, and everyone's happy. But the way that it rolls out is my biltong takes 3 days to be done inside the case. So if you start hanging from the top, and then tomorrow start hanging a little lower, and tomorrow a little lower, and then just keep moving them up to the top as you take them out, obviously have a constant flow of supply through the case, depending on how you sell it. So you've got to figure out what works for you, how much are you selling per day, and that works out how you're going to move it. So I'm not saying everyone's selling biltong, but I'm making an example of this is the goal with that, okay, is to have that case full, sell it every single day that I can, Monday to Friday. Obviously, I'm not going to be selling biltong over the weekends, unless you come to me. Then by all means, you can take whatever I have, but it's still going to be made over the weekends as well. And then I have the goals with the other things in the background. I still have my telephone business that I need to start making sales again, but we're working on this first, because the telephone business, I've got a partner out there selling like a machine. He's a Hulk. He's an absolute monster when it comes to sales. So he's doing those sales. Means I'm not getting any commission. I'm not getting any pay, but that's fine. At least he's making money. He can look after his family, and I'm concentrating on getting this up and running and off the floor, so that we can have something that is a constant career, and it is a career path for me. So the telephone business is still there. Say this can now be left during the day, so that I only stream at night, or I can have someone employed that can actually do my sales. And I am working on that. I've got a guy coming up from Newcastle side, from Natal side, in fact. And he's going to be working on a couple of other things in the meantime, just to make a salary. But once we are there, we'll employ him to actually do the sales, and then we can keep on concentrating the family once again. And then he can start bringing guys in to employ and get our sales up and running. But interviews, get the story out there, get the fundraisers running. There's a lot of different places where I'm trying to make up the support for for what we are doing here, and get it known, get it out there, get it constant. And I'm consistent. A couple of things that I'm starting to do now. I'm working on a course. I'll share for your business, but for free. If I see it, share it, says Stefan Goos. No problem, man. I'll send you the details. You must actually remember to send me a mail, and I'll send you what it will look like. But anyway, so the other thing that I'm doing in the background as well, I know Stefan does a lot of those videos as well. Stefan's actually very good with his introductional videos, his promotional videos. So you can make use of Mr. Stefan Goos here. If you see him on the comments, go pop him a message. He will help you with promotional videos and just any kinds of videos that you want to make, introductional, whatever. But I'm working on that as well. I'm going through a course now. I mean, I've learned a lot on Photoshop already. I've done a lot on Photoshop already. But I'm going through a 30-day pro course now. And I'm saying 30 days, but I mean, I'm constantly on this. And this could take less than 30 days. It could take more than 30 days. Depends on how I learn. But I'm doing this so that I can create the most realistic and the most good-looking logos for you guys out there. Because that's another avenue where I want to start making money from. And I want to turn it into a business. So I do clan logos already. I've done a couple of clans, and I'm busy, as I said earlier, with Victrix Mortales now. But I want to get to a stage where I can make it so unique for you. And remember, everything is created from scratch. So I want to get to a point where I can make it so beautiful for you that you want to ask us for more art for bedrooms, if you want, right? We can print that out as well. Do whatever you want, any scene, put your photos. And I mean, I can already create your photo into whatever background scene I want to. And I can change the colors and everything. Obviously, you guys know what Photoshop can do. So I've worked on learning those layer masks and the color overlays and everything. And it's so beautiful, the stuff that you can actually create. So I want to get more into the more realistic logos, the more unique logos that you guys want that represent your clan specifically. And like most of you have seen the 616 logos, they are very animated, but that's the way we wanted them to look from the beginning. So we created that Springbok with the PUBG shirt and the tie and everything, holding the person's name. That is all. It holds the 616 wording, and I don't like the font anymore because it starts getting hard to read some of the names, but that we created from scratch. So expanding on that, on every single unique logo or unique player that came in to the clan, they all get their own unique logos. It's the same base picture of the Springbok, but I change all these features, make him look like Venom or Hulk or whatever the case may be, and he's holding that player's name. So that I started doing early in last year already. And I learned a lot on Photoshop from doing that alone, just animated stuff. So then I decided that we want to do a rebranding and make the logos more realistic, looking with a nice background, so that it pops when you look at it. And each character has their own pose. Like for instance, my Glazerbot one, like the Terminator pose, standing with his one foot on a skull or holding a skull in his one hand, just crushing it. I want something like that, right? So that is what I'm busy working on with this course, getting to the pro level of Photoshop, knowing how to do all the stuff in the background. I still don't know the shortcuts. I know a couple of them, like Control D to take off selections, T for text. I know actually from 2-3 days ago, I only learned that if you hold Control Alt and right click and hold it and then swipe left and right or up and down, you change the side left to right, the size left to right, and up and down the hardness of your brush or your eraser or your pencil tool, whatever the case may be, right? So I'm learning these things to be able to start this business for you guys, especially everyone playing Call of Duty Mobile or PUBG or Fortnite or whatever the case may be. Anyone that needs a logo or a Facebook cover page, so that I can make it as realistic and as beautiful looking for you as possible. And I'm already doing it. The Orion Gaming Facebook cover page is something that I built. The 616 cover page is something that I built and I put together. I'm driving to Roodepoort now. Chat later with you, CJ. Enjoy the stream. God bless. Thank you so much, Stefan. Yeah, so those cover pages I already created, and I think they came out quite well. I want to do something different with both of them, though. Like I say, when I get into that more realistic, more overlaid, more smoothing out the edges, and I've already learned a lot on it. So I got about, I'd say by the end of next week, I should be done with my advanced course on the Photoshop, and then I can get into much more complicated logos. And I wanna not charge an arm and a leg for it, right? Because I know a lot of logo designers out there, they charge ridiculous prices. But to make a clan logo, yes, it does take some time. Yes, it does take up a lot of my time, and I want to get it out for you as soon as possible. So normal clan logos, for instance, will be R1,000 base. Then you have a clan logo, right? Once off, done. And I make it to your specifications until you are happy with it. And then we want to do the individuals. So if you do like us, a lot of clans have the logo for everyone, just maybe their name on top of it. So if we just change the name on top of it, then it's not a great deal. I'll charge R100 for each, right? Just to put everyone's unique name onto their logo that's already their clan logo. But then it's going to be $250 once we have the base picture, once we have the one clan picture. If you're using the same base picture and creating the unique logos from there, like we've done with the 6161s, then it's going to be $250 per logo. But if we're creating completely unique logos for every one of them, like if you look at the guys from Xeno, they have a unique logo for each person with a unique way their name is written on it, everything. Then we can talk about that as well. So that is something that I want to get into as well. Get the certificates, get the courses done, be a graphic designer. That is something that I'm really working hard towards, because I want to do more than just PUBG or Fortnite or Call of Duty mobile logos. Whatever you're playing out there, I want to do more than just gaming logos and art for the streams and the Facebook cover pages. I want to do more than that. I want to do actual art and advertising, especially for our pages and our scrims. If the guys are needing posters made for that, I want to be able to do it here. I already do it on what is that program? PowerPoint. I already make the posters on PowerPoint, but I want to get to make them on Photoshop and make something so beautiful and that stands out, and that's 3D and sometimes animated, because that we can do. Obviously, we can do that already. And actually today I learned how to make this, if I can show you as our original one, because a lot of you know it, but some people might not. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. So I actually learned today how to make this. You guys know and love the what a nade button. I actually learned today how to make it overlay without that green background. So there's just a little money key running into the screen, popping the nade, and the nade exploding, the words coming up. So I got to rework on the little character that is throwing the nade. I want to rework the nade and the explosion, everything, make it look a little more realistic. And I want the actual character to actually run in on the screen. Because what we created there with the green background is just something very basic on animation that I actually created in Photoshop. It's not created in After Effects or anything that actually creates videos, or Animation Studio, any of those programs. I've just been using Photoshop now. And for the Purge Season 4 registration, I used Premiere Pro to create that video. And that came out very well as well. So I'm doing that and all of that to have the goals of actually making a career out of everything that I love doing here from home. And to be here with my kids every day, because the way I used to work for a company, I had very, very little time with my kids. I used to work long hours. I never used to get to see them. I would come home some nights and they're already sleeping. Would leave in the mornings and they're still sleeping. So it works out a lot better for me now that I can actually be with my kids all day, and that means the world to me. I mean, if they sit and watch some of the streams that I do, or they would sit around and watch some of the art that I create, and Kianku, my youngest, he would start drawing pictures in the background and bring it to me as well, all as if he's trying to say, please put this on your cover art. And it's an amazing experience being with them all day, seeing them grow up. That's what it's all about. So I really have the goal of continuing to do this, and I have the consistency for it. I'm definitely going to get more consistent with the videos. As I said, I tried that experiment. Guys are definitely wanting the episodes. They are definitely wanting the streams and to see everything. So I'm definitely got the consistency, and I know where to build up the consistency. So other than that, all I need is the support from you guys. That is all any streamer needs, is the support from you guys. Keep sending them stars. Keep sending those PayPal donations if you have them. And just come and support. Just come and watch. Give the comments. You know, it lights up my whole stream when I start seeing the comments in there and the guys are tuning each other's shit. It means a lot to me. And I go and read it out. I give you guys shout outs. I see the likes popping in. And that is what gets me energetic and gets me going for the stream. Because without your engagement, I would just be so miffed on all of the streams. I wouldn't be so excited and yell out when the nades are getting thrown, and I wouldn't yell out when the guys are taking the sniper shots. It's a lot better and a lot more exciting for me when we actually have that engagement, and I can get excited about it. I get excited relative to how many viewers I have or how many engagement I have on the page. I can have 2 viewers, but they continuously talking on the page, continuously sending out comments. And that just gets me hyped. But it's better to have those 2 than have 1,000 viewers that no one is talking, because that's just boring. I know everyone is watching it, but I'm not seeing your excitement while I'm getting excited. I'm loving seeing those comments, giving out the shout outs while I'm trying to concentrate on the stream as well. I'm trying to concentrate on all places. So that is what we wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys had fun listening to this. I hope you can learn something from it. And you guys are always welcome to contact me, because I'm sure a lot of you can actually teach me a couple of things. And I love learning, so I'm always open to learning new things. But I really appreciate you guys coming out and watching with us. Really means a lot. Thank you for all your support. As always, the follows, the likes, the stars. Thank you guys. We will see you next time. Cheers.